It's the PR. I am me, coming back at you guys with another episode of the Prime Nostalgia podcast. I am here today with a special guest. I got Shar Jackson, not in the building, but you know what I mean. I got Shar Jackson here. How are you doing today?
Yeah, not in the building. Not in the building, but adjacent.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm glad to have you on the show. And I'm just gonna start out right out the gate with this question because everybody got to get this question. But when you were growing up, or any time that you wanna think back to, what was a typical Friday night for you like?
Wow, you said people like really like want to know this. I've never been asked that question. That's bizarre.
That's my starter
Uh,
question.
well, all right. Let me see. Friday nights for me. Um, I mean, probably more than likely I was working, unfortunately,
Okay,
like
that's
since
true.
a kid, but but Friday nights now, if I'm not working, Friday nights probably consisted of just hanging with my fam bam and maybe some video game action because we're huge gamers in my family. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
What,
say
what
that's
what
probably
type of
what.
games you talking about?
Oh my god, like I game, like it's not a joke. Like I'm a pro partner with Mixer. Like I
Okay.
game.
All
Oh yeah,
right. Okay.
oh yeah,
Hey, I mean I'm okay. I got you. I understand.
yeah.
I got it.
It's real in these streets.
Okay. Now, whether it was either growing up or your really young childish, well not childish, but childhood years or the teenage years, or even some of the adulthood, what were some of your favorite shows?
Wow. I think when I was a kid, I really liked. Okay, so I'm strange. So I watched a lot of like Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt,
Oh,
Twilight Zone. But like on a lighter note, like I remember this show called Small Wonders when I was a kid. It had this robot named Vicky that I thought was like so bomb. I love things like Pippi Longstocking and then as I got older, I think I started watching stuff like 90210 and House and
okay.
CSI and um, uh, the X Files. You know what I mean? Like those were the type of shows that I was into. And then nowadays, it's like it's horror bust. So I'm watching, of course, The Walking Dead. I loved Game of Thrones. Uh, stuff kind of dark.
Well, those are all good choices, but as far as a TV show goes, when you think of a TV show and you think of the intro, what intros come to mind when you just think of an intro, period, or some of your
Top of
favorite?
my head, intro, Golden Girls.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, Golden Girls was so dope. Like people still sing that song to this day. Living Single was a good one.
Yeah,
In Living
okay. Yeah.
Color. Family Matters was good. Silver Spoons. Like those are the songs that like stick out that I'll probably never forget ever in life.
These are all good choices. I know. I think the most famous one might be the Fresh Prince, just because of how catchy it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's like a million memes on that, so for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I do gotta say, uh, aside from like Fresh Prince and all those intros, do you have cause like I know you're older than me, so do you have any deep cuts that come to mind? Like deep cuts.
Deep cuts like what? What do you mean?
Like I mean like those those shows that you only had to be around for that time to really like they're not really popular as of now. Like they're not really in a nostalgic conversation or anything like that.
Hmm.
Like
Uh,
for example, I would call like In the House. I would call that like a deep cut because nobody really talks about that show.
Right. Yeah, I do. That's right. In the house. Damn, I forgot about that show.
See?
Um, I think like, maybe Malcolm and Eddie was like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Ooh, like that. That's like one of my top five shows right there.
but like you don't hear too many people talking about Malcolm and Eddie, and I thought that was a really clever show. Um, what's another one that people don't talk about? Like The Odd Couple. Like I used to, when I was a kid, I watched older TV. So don't think I'm like 100. I'm really not. I liked I liked older TV when I was younger. Like I love
Understandable.
like The Honeymooners, dude. Like that show was so dope. No, I got one that's like it's old. Like your fans probably don't even know about it, but they should look into it, dude. It was called. My mom used to watch it. It was called Dark Shadows.
Wow. Okay. Dark Shadow.
That's so
I gotta
good.
put that on the
It was
list.
so good. Dark Shadows. They made a movie about it like a few years ago with Johnny Depp, but the movie wasn't as good as the show.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
something I gotta look into. Dark Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, those are my deep cuts are like kind of they deep but not deep enough like probably like Steve Harvey show or something. Even though people know it, it's not like up there like Martin and Fresh Prince and all those shows people think about today.
We'll still talk about Steve Harvey show, and then I actually was on that show a few times. But there's also Hanging with Mr. Cooper. How about that? Or
Yeah,
Rock.
Mr. Cooper.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that theme song
Yep.
was everything to me.
Yeah, Hanging with Mr. Cooper and Rock. Those are some good ones. Oh, hey, and hello, South Central.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's one too. That's one too.
So yeah,
It's one show though. Well, one for now that we're gonna talk about that you're pretty familiar with, and we're gonna talk about Moesha for a little bit
yeah.
because
I don't
that
think Moesha's
intro.
a deep cut though. Like I think Moesha, people still talk. It still comes on every day. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
nah.
people still talk about it. I just want to talk about that intro. That intro
That
is oh,
it was fire.
M to the that everybody. You just gotta finish it when you say it. Like everybody remembers it finally. It comes on a
You
lot.
started, everybody finishes it. It's like it becomes like a group activity.
Yeah, it's like a group. Yep. So I want to talk a little bit about your time on Moesha and
Hmm.
how was that for you?
Amazing. I met my lifelong friends on that show. That's my extended family. We had we had a blast making that show, man. Like we went through everything that teenagers go through and becoming adults. And the only crazy part is we did it in front of the world, but we all had each other, and it was an amazing time.
So when they approach you, or when your manager told you about this, were they like, "Hey, we got this character for you. I really think you'll like it," or did you have to like kind of conform to it?
So no, okay. So the way that I got on Moesha was non-traditional. So they had already started filming the pilot, and
Okay.
they were about, I think they were like 2 days, 2, 3 days in, and whomever they had for the character, it wasn't working out.
Okay.
So the producers, I was working on another show at the time called My So-Called Life, and I had just wrapped. And the producers from Moesha, actually, I'd worked with them before on Rock and on South Central, and so they just really knew my work and knew me, and they literally just kind of called and was like, "So listen, are you free tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like, we need you to jump in and just knock this roll out. It's just 2 days. We just need you to come in and kill it. Sure, not a problem. I'll be there. So I didn't audition. I didn't have a heads up. It was literally I got thrown into something that was already taking place, and it was supposed to be a one-time gig. And once the show got picked up, they brought me back. They changed the character's name because I initially came in on the pilot as a character called Gail. Um,
Oof.
yeah, yeah, we're happy they changed that, right? And so and so um yeah, so after I, put my little spin on it, when it got picked up is when they changed the character's name to Nisi, gave her my last name. Um, and I just kind of they let me create her. They let me just make her, let her evolve, organically. And that was probably one of the coolest roles I've ever played because it was so organic.
That's about to be my next question. Is how you? I like how you got the homegirl character. Like you got one of the most uh. How can I put this? Like in my like where I grow up and stuff. I know a lot of people like Niecy. Like that's
Mhm.
cool. That's like yeah, like the cool girl. That's not like the cool, like popular, like mean girl. She's like actually cool, down to earth.
That has your back, like
Yeah.
that's your friend. Yeah, that's what I wanted her to be. I wanted her to be that chick that if I was in school with my friends, this is how I would get down. Now she did something that I would not have done. I kissing nobody's man, but it was an accident, and she apologized.
Yeah. Okay. We
Yeah,
we we we'll go with that.
yeah. I think she was
Uh,
just as disturbed by it as Mo was.
well, speaking of your time of playing Niecy, how many times did you actually like reprise your role? Because I seen that you was on the Parkers. I was watching one time you was on there. But how many other shows have you actually did that character for?
I think Niecy's the only character that has been in probably about 4 or 5 different TV shows as Niecy. Uh,
Wow.
Hakeem is a close second because I think he did 3. So I know I did. It was Moesha. We did the Parkers. We did Girlfriends, and then Niecy and Hakeem both went over and did Clueless
Clueless. Oh, okay,
as
okay.
Niecy and Hakeem. So yeah, so that was crazy. So I guess 4 times I've been Niecy
So
on 4 shows.
I just have a question. Like, okay, so when they call you, do they call you and say, "Hey, we want you to do this," and you think it's a new role, or do they just say, "Hey, we want you to come in as Niecy to do a
Yeah, no,
like
my people, and they're like, so we would love to have Niecy, guest star on blah 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 blah. We wrote
okay,
her in. It's a crossover. We think it'd be cool.
okay. 'Cause that's another thing I love too is crossover episodes. We don't really see
I
a lot
thought
of
it,
those nowadays.
I thought it was amazing that, and very very humbling that all these different shows wanted to have Niecy come over. Like it was unheard of before. I don't think anybody has ever done that in TV history.
Yeah, she was the homegirl. If
Yeah,
only if only you could find your way on Family Matters, that'd be like the best character ever. Oh,
you know, yeah. But I think the Laura character was pretty similar to Niecy in a sense, so they might have butted heads a little bit. I don't know, or
okay.
they may have been the best friends ever. Who knows?
Yeah, you could have been the Maxine. I think that was her name, right? Was it Lori? Lauren?
But we needed the actress that was Maxine to be Maxine because that's my cousin Cherry Johnson, and she
Yeah.
murdered.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You could have. Hey, I was just saying you could have had like a episode where y'all butt heads.
that would have been funny to have like me and Maxine go at it. That would have been hilarious.
Over over Laura's friendship, and then Laura ends up picking like Stefan or something. Who knows?
Exactly. See, that was a good man. See, we got to bring it back. That's the movie right there.
Yeah. But how are things nowadays
In regards to what?
in regards to just life, acting, just projects, anything
Life
really?
is good. Life is really good. I'm taking care of home, taking care of my fam, starting some new businesses, still acting. I just wrapped a movie called Reboot Camp Saturday. I got another movie that I'm supposed to start Friday. So, I mean, things are good. I'm actually getting ready to do an animated series called Sherlock Holmes based on
Oh, okay.
um, my mixer gamer character.
That is
Uh,
a pretty awesome name, I gotta say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so like things are really good. I'm getting ready to do a lifestyle show and launch a whole new line of uh, home accessories and things like that.
So, speaking of all this good stuff that you're up to, is there anything that you would want to do, like anything that you want to, you know, a show that you like to star in, or just something that comes to your mind that you want to do?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I am like almost dying to be a part of the Walking Dead franchise. Number
Oh,
one.
okay,
Um,
okay,
I'm also shadowing directors right now because I'm going to direct, which has been a long dream of mine.
that is amazing.
So yeah, directing has always been a dream of mine. So I'm super excited that that's about to happen. Uh, and I want to get. I'm about to get this body Marvel ready, man. It's time to maybe be a superhero.
Oh, okay. Oh, uh, you know what? I would like
Mm,
that.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Any character in mind that you would want to play?
Yeah, I have one, but I'm not gonna put it out there yet
Oh,
because
okay, all right, all right,
yeah. But just know it's real. Mm,
okay. It's real. All right,
it's
I
real.
got you on that one. Now, I do want to. I have something to say because I don't know if you might remember this or not. So I'm gonna just put it out there. You may remember it, you may not. So
Okay.
prior to doing this, I looked up. I just looked up Shar Jackson. The first thing that came up is Shar J rapping to Twister. What?
Oh God. So yeah, so I did this show God, like forever ago. It was called Celebrity Rap Superstar. And Countess actually did it as well. We were both on the
Oh,
show.
okay, that's nice.
And yeah, so we did this show
For the
where
people that don't know who that is, she played
that's
also
Kim
in the
from the
Moesha.
Partners
Yes.
in Moesha. Yes, yes, yes. But so the show was competition based where they literally give you a song, you freaking learn it, you come back, you perform it. Boom. That's what it is. It was
Is that kind of like The Voice or something?
you know, I would compare it to what's that new show right now where you can't see the people. Um,
I think that is The Voice. It's like where
not
they turn around.
it's not the voice. No, 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 no. Like where they're in masks and stuff like that, so they're like
Oh,
hidden.
The Masked Singer. Yeah.
The Masked Singer. There you go. So it was very much the Masked Singer, but you could see us, and we had to perform and compete against each other weekly. Um, it was like I think it was a 9-week competition. Uh, that was so much fun, so much fun. And yes, I got to rap a Twista song to Twista as he was judging me rap Twista.
And he was
Yeah,
killing it. I was like, oh, okay, she getting it.
yeah, it was pretty fun, and yeah, I won that show. That was a good time.
That that is awesome. Cause I didn't know. I knew you could sing. I didn't know you could spit like that though. So
I didn't know it either. How about that?
I,
Until that, and I was like, I learned something new about myself during this competition, and thank you.
that's good.
Hmm.
Also, uh, you know, usually I don't bring this up to people. Actually, I do a lot. I'm not lying. Uh, movie.
Tell your truth. Tell your truth.
My favorite movie is Good Burger. I'm not
Is
gonna
it
lie.
now? Is it
Yeah,
now?
it is.
Well, this is the thing. So we have Good Burger just turned 22 years old.
Yes,
I
he did.
couldn't believe it when somebody told it to me the other day. I was like, nah, that's impossible. I was just there last week.
Mm-hmm.
I technically was there
Literally,
last week
yeah,
because
literally
we
just
have a
there.
pop up. We have a pop up right now. Like it's a real restaurant. You can actually go to Good Burger right now,
I
which is
seen you
crazy.
too, which is awesome.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, hopefully it happens. Hopefully it all makes sense. We're waiting on the script to be handled and all that good stuff. But it looks like it's going down.
Now, before we even talk about that, before we talk about my love for this movie, I want to talk about the Good Burger pop-up restaurant. How are the
Yes,
burgers?
phenomenal.
Oh,
Like they're
okay.
better than the ones we had when we filmed the movie. Those, to be honest with you guys, that wasn't really good. But these are fire. And they have a vegan choice, so I was able to bring my kids because they
Yeah, that's
they
awesome.
eat meat.
Did you get any of the Ed sauce or anything?
I personally cannot do egg sauce because, well, actually, yeah, I could get the vegan one, so I'll do that when I go back.
Okay.
I'm going back Wednesday, so I'll get that when I go Wednesday. But everybody that was there enjoying the egg sauce looked like they were having the best time ever.
Yes. That sounds great. Like just like I like that I wouldn't call us nerds, but people like us that actually really
It's
want
okay to be a
Good
nerd.
Burger to
It's
be
okay to
real.
be a nerd.
Well,
I'm a
yeah.
nerd.
But people who always wanted like I always thought of what if certain restaurants were real. It started off with the Saved by the Bell restaurant. Now
It
we got
did.
this one.
Then it went to McDowell's,
It made
and
Dowels. That was like
and
for
now
like a
we have
day, I
this.
think.
Yeah, I think they did like 1 or 2 days,
But
but
it be
now we have burger,
now,
and we're here till the end of the year. So
yeah, yeah. So that's great. Now you know what? I might as well ask this question. What's a restaurant from a TV show that you would like to just have be real?
Mm. I was gonna say Hell's Kitchen, but guess what? That is real. um, I don't know. I think I would want to hang out at that little diner that they used to hang out on Save. I'm not Saved by the Bell, but on 90210.
Oh, okay. All right. See, that I don't. I honestly I don't know because it's a lot of stuff that could come to reality. So
Mm-hmm.
nowadays you just never know.
Never know.
But about this movie now, which is my favorite. It's my favorite movie just because of well how goofy it is and how nostalgic it is. It's just you can't beat anything like it.
Good burger, good time, I tell you.
Yes, yes, yes. Now when they called you, because I it's all about the call. When they
Mm-hmm.
called you, did they say like we wanna incorporate you in this, or we got something special for you, or how did that go down?
So Good Burger actually auditioned for it, but they did.
Oh,
There
okay.
was some trickery with it. They when I went in for it, they told my agents it was going to be like a Wayans Brothers movie or something like that. So
Wow.
I kind
Okay.
of had like one thing in my head about how I was going to deliver the lines, and then when I got there, it was something different, and I was just like, oh wait, what? What happened? Okay, well let me see if I can work that out. And clearly I did because I'm Monique. So
Yeah. Monique.
but yeah, I wasn't prepped. Like I went in thinking it was going to be something completely different, and it literally wound up being one of the most fun jobs I've ever done in my life.
Now, when you go out, do people recognize you more for Monique or more for Niecy?
It's kind of both, and it's really weird because nowadays like people actually don't even call me either of those things. It's they call me Shar, and I guess it's because like my entertainment life kind of got mixed up with my real life uh a few years ago, whatever. So people got familiar with my actual name, and that was kind of weird for me because I remember going out when Moesha and stuff was out and all that, and people calling me Nisi all the time, not having a clue of what my real name was. So it was a crazy transition. But I get both. I get, oh my God, you're Monique. Oh my God, you're Nisi. So um, I don't know. I just I accept them both, and am very grateful that I was able to be both of those people.
That's nice. I like both characters, and also Shar is great too.
Why,
But
thank you.
so when you like you said you got called as a Wayne's brother, you said they told you it's gonna be a Wayne's Brothers movie. When you actually
Yeah.
got there, were you like, oh, this is from all that, or were you just like something totally different?
I literally didn't know. I had no idea. Like, um, I don't even think back then I really watched too much uh TV like that. Like I watched, like I said, I watched like X Files and stuff like that. So, or CSI. So, all that and everything wasn't really on my radar like that. Like, yeah, I've seen the show a few times or whatever, but I hadn't seen all the skits. So I didn't know what Good Burger was until I got the job.
Okay.
And then I was like, this is hysterical. This character is bananas, and I think I'm in love.
Now, I want to tell you how I don't want to say how stupid I am, but how I didn't notice this until like maybe a couple years ago, because I watched this movie many a times, and like for the longest time, you probably gonna laugh at me, but I never knew that was Carmen Electra for the longest.
Well, I don't think the majority of the kids that watched Good Burger were really uh, Carmen Electra. Like I don't think they were really her fan base until after that movie. They were like, "Who is this hottie?" Um,
It's
but
so
yeah,
weird, cause yeah, cause I would hear the name Carmen Electra, and I thought that was like another like I thought that was somebody else, and then one day I was looking at something she was in, and it's in the end credits said Carmen Electra, and I was like, wait a minute, she looks familiar,
mhm.
and then yeah, I put the two and two together. I was like, wait a minute, all this
Yeah.
whole time that
I
was
think the
Carmen Electra.
writers and the I think the writers and the producers put Carmen Electra in that movie for the parents that took their kids to see Good Burgers,
Well,
not for
yeah,
the kids, you know. That
yes,
was their Easter egg.
yes. I did not know that for the longest. And now that I found out, I was like, man, I kind of feel stupid.
Mm-mm,
Ugh,
mm-mm. No judgment.
man. Come on. What?
No judgment.
But you have a lot of good characters. Now, if you were to just make up a character, would you make it like Niece or you just make it totally different? You could be anybody you want with an accent or anything. Would you just start from Nisi or what?
No, I mean like Nisi already exists, so I would just leave that alone and uh, create something new. I'm all about evolving and I mean respecting my past and appreciating it and all of that good stuff. But I never want to stay stagnant. Like I always want to be growing and evolving. So um, I don't know, man. Like maybe something mysterious and something or just possibly like I said, something maybe for like The Walking Dead or
Okay.
or something in this Marvel universe. Like I think that's the next evolution of my work.
You are really set on this Marvel Universe thing. You know
I am.
what?
And you have to speak it into existence. So,
Okay, yeah, you got. I hope you get it. Like, I hope everything works out because that'd be great. Gotta say that'd be great. Now, I just want to put some things out there. Aside from the Shar J, I gotta pronounce these Shar J rapping.
Mhm.
How are you with your music and everything? Like, what kind of music you like?
I'm so eclectic, it's insane. Like I'm not really big on all the stuff that's on the radio right now. I like when I get in my car, I listen to like the 90s and the 2000s radio stations. Occasionally I'll like jump over to like the coffee house channel or something like that. I kind of like mellow music. Um, I like especially when I'm driving and stuff like that. I just want to kind of chill out. Sometimes I get amped on me, and not even lie. Like I was driving the other day, and like Step by Step by New Kids on the Block came on, and I like almost crashed the car. So I mean, like sometimes I get amped in the car, but for the most part, I like to just kind of chill because traffic and everything is so overwhelming sometimes that I just want to mellow out. So I listen to a lot of like Ed Sheeran, a lot of Sam Smith, Shawn Mendes, like still keep Usher on repeat all the time. You know what I mean? So it's super eclectic. My favorite genre of music, people probably would never believe, is classical. Like I could listen to classical music all day long. Um,
That's soothing.
but it is. It's so soothing, and I feel like uh, it helps my brain like spark up and I just love it. It's very relaxing for me.
My personal favorite genre is New Jack Swing, just because I like
Okay.
the beats and the hard hit. I like all that. So
Mhm.
I would say New
Mhm.
Jack Swing.
That's a good one.
I can't really, me personally, I can't really do like today's rap and stuff. It's just too much for me personally.
It's
But
That's how I feel, and
yeah,
it's nothing against anyone. These guys are out here winning. Um, it's just not for me.
yeah. I gotta try to I gotta support people. Of course, supporting people is good, but
Hmm.
I can't understand what some people are saying. Not to sound like that old guy, but I
Well, then let me sound like the old guy. I don't know what they're saying. I don't. And what they are doing, a lot of it to me sounds like a lot of repetition of I don't know what you're saying. So it's just not really.
if they all sold songs instrumental, I probably would buy all the albums. Just give me
Probably the beats are banging.
yeah,
I don't understand the content of the song.
yeah.
So
Well, this is a good talk, so we might as well keep it going. Uh, kind of close to the end, so I might as well give you this segment now before I forget. So my outro song is "End of the Road, Boys to Men," which is a great song.
yes, yes.
So I have a segment called "End of the Road," and it's just basically just talking shop really. Even though we've been talking shop already, this is
Mhm.
just basically anything that you want it to be. So with that being said, what is one thing that you wish you could do, not differently, but anything you wish that you could alter? Whether it's
Mm.
whether it's I wish I could have did that or this. What is just one thing you wish you could alter?
I wish that I didn't take the extended break that I took uh,
Okay.
when things got a little interesting in the industry for me. I feel like in that regard, I because I needed to come into myself and heal and regenerate. I think I may have done that a little too long. Like and in doing so, may have given the haters a little more power than I should have.
I wouldn't worry about haters, honestly.
Oh, I'm not at all. No, no, no. Please, no. Don't get, don't mistake what I'm saying. And by haters, I don't necessarily even mean people. I just mean negative energy or whatever. I may have let that beat me down, um, or giving it just a little bit too much power for too long.
That's understand. Everybody has that form of negativity that come their way. I think that's how people handle it. That's how they surpass it.
Mhm.
Like for
Mhm.
example, if I post something and like I get mean comments. Some of them I had to delete. Some of them I just say like thank you for the view or thanks for
Right.
watching or something,
Right.
and I not heart their comment, and then they get upset. So I mean, hey, it's
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. In doing anything that's public, you're gonna get opinions and comments and all that stuff. And I just ask people, if you don't have anything nice to say, you can easily leave my space, dude. It's that simple. Um, and because I'm all about positivity. I don't like drama, dude. I love to just be zen and chill with my family, laugh and share laughter and love. And anything that's different from that, people are free to say whatever they want to say. However, I will remove it, dude. I just don't need that in my space. And I don't need it to infect, you know, all the positive vibes that's going on with everybody that truly is there for love and support.
now see, I you brought this up, so I just got. I don't want to talk about it because I know you probably can't. But as far as this Good Burger 2 thing,
Hmm.
you can't be working at Good Burger still, could you?
You know what? I feel like if Monique is at Good Burger, she owns it.
Okay, I'm about to say she can't just still be working there. Like, she has to be like a big boss, so she got to be
You
like,
know what I mean? Like
yeah.
she's a little too bad apples to still be just taking orders. So I don't see that being her story.
Or like this with this how they do things usually in like a sequel or when they adapt something they use like the original actor and they'll be like somebody famous coming in a limo or something that could probably be Monique. She been in a
You
limo
never
or
know.
something.
You never know. But I'm sure whatever they'll do, they'll respect how awesome she was, and continue that Monique legacy.
Now this is just a random question, just basically just me talking to Shar. Are you a big fan of comedy, stand up?
I love comedy, dude. I mean it's
I got a good question
who
then.
doesn't like comedy, dude? Like who doesn't like it?
Who are your top three comedians, favorite comedians?
Oh dang. Um I'm gonna say my all-time number one top comedian had to be uh, my best friend in the entire world, Yvette Wilson. She was
Okay.
phenomenal. Uh, people just knew her as Andell, but she was a beast at stand up, dude. Like, oh, that girl was incredible. I I love uh, I love Richard Pryor.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and give the crown to Eddie. Like
Oh, okay, okay.
Eddie, I don't know anybody. Like, there's been some phenomenal stand-ups that I've seen, but Eddie brings heat every time. And I just found out he's about to do it again, and I cannot wait.
Honestly, I think it might be a year before he actually do it, because
It doesn't matter, a year or not, it's coming, and
he
that
gotta
that
he gotta
yeah.
he gotta perfect it, and he gotta. Because Ed is, I think Ed is like one of those people that wants to get perfect. So if he
Oh,
don't feel
absolutely.
it by like a couple months, he gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna need to take a break and go all over touring, and then when it's right, I'm a
Absolutely.
shine.
That's the thing about him, though. He's not going to bring us anything, has apples. He's going to bring, it's going to be fire. Whatever it is, he's going to bring heat, and I'm here for it.
Now, do you think he'll wear leather? You did kind of get older. You think
He has to. I don't care. He has to. He has to.
I think he'll wear something plain. I'm pretty sure he'll wear like regular jeans and a black shirt and a leather jacket. That's probably
I
it.
don't know, dude. I don't. Other than a character, I don't think I've ever seen Eddie in jeans. So
Well,
I think he's coming with some fire leather, and it's going down.
I think for me personally, I would probably say Eddie number one, number two Bernie Mac for me, and then number
Oh,
three,
Bernie! Oh my god!
yeah,
Oh
and
my god!
number three would be probably Chappelle.
I
You know,
love Dave. Dave
yeah,
is so brilliant. Oh god, I adore Dave. But I had to give Yvette a spot. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If
I,
she makes you laugh, then that's got to be your number one.
and not only that, like this woman before she passed, like as the character Andela, Moesha, and the Parkers, um, and just in life, this woman brought so much joy to so many people. Like, I gotta give her that spot.
So with that being said, would you add something? Not adding, but would you like who's like your icon of comedy? Like
Oh
when you
God,
think of comedy, what's the first name you think of?
I don't know. It came in like a blur, like not like blur, like but an explosion of names. Like everybody, I learn from everyone. Like if they have something to give, I'm gonna receive it. And I mean, the first person whose face I'm seeing right now, who just made me laugh, I guess the most recently, is freaking Chris Tucker, dude. Like
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker is.
Chris Tucker is insane and hilarious. But all of those guys are great and amazing. Dave Chappelle is phenomenal. He's so brilliant. Wayne Brady, so
Oh
brilliant.
yeah, Wayne Brady's
Uh,
good too.
I mean, there's so many incredible, incredible artists, and I literally learn from all of them. Ellen DeGeneres is a nut. People sleep on Ellen, but
Ellen is underrated.
she is, and she's brilliant. So there's so many great, amazing people that I'm thinking of right now, and we would be here all day if I named them. But I learned from each and every one of those amazing, brilliant people.
I think I see. I'm not even trying to be biased, but I see Eddie as an icon just because when people think of
He
comedy,
is.
they more likely think of Eddie Murphy.
You can't think of comedy and not think of Eddie. He's
All the
brilliant.
movies, he got a lot of movies, and his movies are just classics.
Yeah, yeah, he's brilliant. And like right now, I think Kevin Hart is holding down he's got the crown right now.
He's this
But
generation's Eddie, I feel.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, um,
but not in. I'm talking about as far as what he's doing, comedy and movies at the same
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But I love Kevin. He's an amazing person. He actually hosted Celebrity Rap Superstar. He was the host of that show before
time.
he took off. So
Where he,
I got a special place in my heart for Kev.
okay, that is that. That's awesome. Like how all this stuff connect together.
It all does, dude. It's so crazy, and if people really sat back and respected the history of how things come together, um, I think it would make a lot more sense to people because the way that the industry has connected all these amazing folks, uh, it's a phenomenal story in itself.
Now, are you? Cause I'm just about to go. I'm about to go selfish mode here a little bit. Are you
Mm-hmm.
familiar with John Hughes and his movies?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
so if you was to place yourself as a one of the characters in a John Hughes movie that most likely describes you, what character would it be?
I tell you who I want to be.
Okay.
I, I gotta be. I gotta be in Weird Science. What
Okay.
would the maniacs like to do first?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That part.
Oh man.
Lisa from Weird Science. That's me. Yep. Thank you.
No, I've,
Thanks for
I've
playing,
actually
folks.
been watching the show because they, for some reason, have a show about it, and the show is actually, it's enjoyable.
I was not familiar with this. What is it called?
It's called Weird. It's a Weird Science, but it's the show. Like
I
it's
haven't seen that.
yeah, it got 5 seasons. I don't know how it got 5 seasons, but it got five
See,
seasons.
I don't know how they got 5 seasons, but they got it. I'm gonna have to watch it. Is it on Netflix?
Ooh, I don't. I think it's on like Amazon or something. But
Okay. Yeah. I'll
it
Google
is
it.
it's enjoyable, but it's not a show that like I don't think it came on like ABC Family or anything. It's like
I'm sure it
uh
probably wouldn't. I don't even see the movie on ABC Family.
the Lisa there is much more in a bikini, more or less. Than,
Much more current. Yeah, she probably dabbles in, what's happening nowadays, That's what I would assume.
but I didn't know that a lot of his movies do have spinoffs. So like I know they got an Uncle Buck spinoff, two of them, and
Oh wow.
yeah. But so that's your answer though, is Lisa?
Lisa. Lisa from Weird Science. Yep.
I don't, I feel like I would be I don't want to say I would be a full on Ducky, but
That's a good one.
something like his style and his style, his music, like choices.
Right,
I
right.
Ducky, but as far as like uh character development and stuff in that nature, I'd probably be like I want to say his name Brian, I think from the Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a mix between those two. I probably would say.
Yeah, I'm 100% Lisa. Yep. Make me in your computer. Let's call it a day.
So if that was the case, would you get mad every time they call you to do something? Wouldn't that get annoying in the sense of
No, that's what she's there for.
that's yeah, but still, it's just, sometimes they have selfish needs. It's like sometimes I probably have to
But
teach
guess
them a
what?
lesson.
And then she does what she needs to do for them. But there is always a lesson in that. Oh, you wanted this? Okay. Well, there's a lesson coming. I feel like I'm Lisa already in my house. That's how I raise my kids.
That's
Y'all be there
technically
when
like
you need
every
me, but guess
mother.
what?
Just
There's a lesson in it.
he says technically every mother that's not
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah,
just super hot. That's all.
well yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Now I just wanted to ask that John Hughes is my favorite director, so I just wanted to show some love
He's
to
brilliant. He was brilliant.
man.
He was a brilliant dude in the industry, and I'm sure all of his fans miss him dearly.
Yes, they do. Oh man, it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I know we're probably running out of time. Still is the end of the road, so that's my ending little segment. So, where can people find you at?
So I'm of course on Insta. I think it's just Shar Jackson. Uh, Twitter, I think it may be Shar_Jackson. If it's not, play with them, either together or underscores. Um, I'm on Discord. I'm a mixer, man. Like, come check me out while I'm
Check
while I'm
her
gaming
out.
and
Check
watch the
her
stream
out.
because it's insane. I don't game like anybody else. I do a lot of IRL streams, and when I am gaming, I tell stories of all the adventures of Sherlock Holmes and everything I've gone through in this industry. So I'm Sherlock Holmes on Mixer. Come check me
What's
out.
the day that you usually? What's the day that you usually get on Mixer? I'm gonna tell everybody to come spam so we can all talk to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, my schedule is normally, if I'm not filming or anything like that, my schedule, I believe, is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 until.
Okay, so that means Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, we got you. We gonna come and spam you. We gonna come and say, hey, hey, hey. No, we not gonna do that. But yeah,
Everybody making mixer pages right now. Make those mixer pages.
yes, we gotta come hang out. That would be amazing. Just to, that.
And
What games
literally,
do
you
you
guys
play?
can they can all talk to me there. Like when people in the comments come up, I answer. So it's very engaging, and that's one of my times that I cherish to spend time with the people that love me and I love back. So
What games do you usually play?
right now I'm playing a lot of Fallout 76 because I'm tired of people talking crap about it. So I'm trying to prove to them how dope it is.
Okay.
Uh, but and then I got everybody on this goofy Apple what do you call it? A farm together game. It's so
Wow.
chill,
Okay.
relaxing, but everybody on Mixer is like buying it and playing. So um it's just a good time. You can have up to 16 people on your farm at one time. So we just go to each other's farms and like hang out. It's pretty awesome.
Have farm parties.
Have farm parties, yeah. We got the horses in the back. Like it's going down. It's awesome.
Okay. Okay. Now we are almost at the end, but I really want everybody. I really want everybody to go follow Shar Jackson, follow her, and please go look up Shar J rapping the Twister because it is awesome. You got to. You just have
It's
to.
pretty
It's
fire.
it's cool.
It's pretty fire.
It is. Now, I think that's gonna do it. Anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to say to the people? Anything else you want to add about Shar?
No, guys, just get ready for the next chapter.
Whew, that sounds like fire right there too. From Shar, from me, I gotta say, prime time is all the time, and we're out.
Bye.
To the end of the road, still I can't.